Hi, I'm Pat Fiume, host of the American Dream. This is my podcast. This is for real estate. Today we're going to do a tour of Collingswood, New Jersey and all the cool shops and stores. I just did an American Dream show featuring Collingswood. It had such an overwhelming response. We're here to do a tour of the shops. So let's go tour Collingswood, New Jersey. Welcome back. We're here with Henry Van Ostrand at Extraordinary Ed. Welcome to the show. I have a little friend here, a puppet, and you are a...
Games, puzzles, and toys.
And your focus is education and...
Education-based, nothing with a plug, nothing with a battery. Everything is run by the brain.
Really? So you are also, besides... anything that doesn't run on batteries, you have toys here that are helpful.
Games, puzzles, for every brain. We can find a way to adjust games for different people. We're very good at matching people up to a game that will make their family happy, but also make them think a little bit, have some fun at the same time. I love those.
I love this.
We're big on unicorns here.
I love this. So how did you get started here?
We got started, we're actually part of a bigger nonprofit. We're actually a very small portion of the nonprofit. We are Custom Ed. We do customized education programs for other nonprofits and cause-based initiatives. If you check out our website, customed.org, you can see all the different organizations we've worked with. But the idea is that everybody has something to offer, and teaching them how they can get it out there is our prime goal. And a lot of it is based on working with kids. So the store is really a big part of that too.
It's really an amazing store. Anybody should come in here and browse. There's something for everybody, even for adults.
Oh yeah, we go from zero to dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
We've got everybody, zero to dead.
So, and you have in the back a place where you can demonstrate the toys for people, or people can play with them before they buy them to see if they
like
want
to give people a chance to check things out, and we'll play a game with you. We'll explain how it plays if you're having problems. We've had people who bought a game and then came back a month later and said, you know what, we've never figured out how to play it. And Rick, come on, let's open one up.
Right, I've had that problem with games before myself.
It happens, it happens. Life is busy.
Games too.
Life is busy, and sometimes just sitting down and figuring out what the instructions are.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah. So I understand you're also a nonprofit here.
Yes, that's Custom Ed, and it's educational based, which is kind of how this came out of that. This is our way to stay part of our community. The gentleman that started the nonprofit believes very much in giving back to your community and being part of your community. How do you bring the mission of the nonprofit to a town? Custom Ed's mission is to provide extraordinary educational experiences that inspire and motivate learners of all ages. How do you bring that? You open a store named Extraordinary Ed and make it games, toys, and puzzles. No plugs, no batteries. Everything's powered by the brain.
And you have customers all over the country, you said.
We have. Yeah. Our nonprofit is more customers all over the country.
Okay.
We're pretty local as far as the store is concerned, but our nonprofit side is national. It's all run out of Collingswood.
So we're doing a tour of Collingswood stores today. So what is the address here for people to find you? 808
Haddon Avenue. We are at the Cuthbert end of Collingswood versus the Collingswood end, the Collings Avenue end. All the good restaurants in between, good shops, but we're kind of the anchor down here.
And what are your hours?
10 to 6, Tuesday through Sunday.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
For being with us today.
Nice chatting with you both.
Hi, we're here at Ellis Antiques with Ellis and Francie Gittimer. Thank you for being with us today on Is This for Real Estate? We're doing a tour of Collingswood, as you know, so what do you want to tell us about your store here?
Well, we sell a lot of estate and costume jewelry. That's what we're pretty much known for. We sell everything, but that's a specialty of mine that I really love. We also do the guitars, which Ellis can tell you about, vintage guitars.
I try to sell vintage guitars. It's a concerted effort. A lot of our business is online, obviously, and has been since 1998. And it was one of the best moves we've ever made. This way it puts all of our merchandise that we put online in front of the entire globe, which is a very positive thing for us. And we just keep pushing and plugging and trying to stay as dynamic as we can, because the antiques market is a very dynamic market that is fueled by the 30 to 50-year-olds. So whatever their likes and dislikes are, those factors impact us tremendously.
Kind of have to adapt with the times and what's popular.
You have to.
Right. I also do a lot of purchasing. I'm always looking for gold and sterling and silver coins and antiques. We're a very big buyer in the area. So if you have anything, bring it on in.
Do you still do estate sales or anything like that,
Nope.
or just buy
Gave it up.
estates? So you
Gave
gave
it
that
up.
part up?
We gave it up.
Okay.
Sometimes we can help people. We have some buyers that will come in and help them. So contact us. You never know. The market for certain things have changed. I mean, young people don't want the brown furniture anymore.
Yeah, it's not selling.
That's not selling, so it's really hard.
It changes all the time.
It changes
So
all the
I would
time.
think anything musical, obviously, is the vintage musical stuff is
Still
very hot,
strong, yeah.
and the jewelry is. What else is hot? Like
Mid-century furniture.
I was going to say the mid-century modern. Yeah.
And modern furniture as
Modern
well.
furniture.
Some people
Yeah.
buy stuff and they think they're getting
Mhm.
something
We give out
fantastic. And
referrals all the time.
Yeah,
because if
okay.
it's
We
something
help
that we're
people.
not familiar with, we're not going to, try to snowball somebody and
No.
say
Right.
that we're expert on that. There are no experts, first of all.
No.
Okay, in the entire antiques market and collectibles market, there are no experts, and that's a fact.
Right.
Wow.
You can know a lot.
Anybody that says they're an expert, run.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've known you guys a long time.
I know.
Years.
We know each other.
We used to work together like 30 plus years ago.
Before we had kids. I had kids.
Before you had kids.
I had
That was back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I know. It's
So,
nice.
what would you like to tell our viewers about your store, where you're located?
Oh, in beautiful downtown Collingswood. It's such a great place.
Historic.
Historic Collingswood. Beautiful restaurants. You can come for the day. Make a day of it.
One of the greatest eating towns in the United
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, they have
It's
a
a
great
treat.
restaurant week too.
States. In fact, the place right across
Yeah,
the street,
Hardside.
Hardside, which has been there 3 years, within the first 6 months of their existence, they were named one of the 50 best
in the
restaurants
country.
in
Which
the
one?
country.
Hardside
That's
across
pretty-
the
Oh,
street.
I
That's pretty
saw that. Okay.
Yeah, in the
That's
whole
pretty
country.
significant.
Wow.
And that's not a blur for them. I'm just happening to mention it because they're right across the street.
And they're only open for dinner certain
Oh,
nights.
okay.
Yeah.
So thank you for being with us on This Is for Real Estate.
Yes.
Thank you
You're
very much for
welcome.
having
Oh,
us.
it's great to see you guys again and
Greatly
catch up.
appreciated.
I
It's
know.
a
It's
ple-
been
it's always
too
a
long.
pleasure to see you, Pat.
Yeah, you too.
Hi, we're here at All Fired Up with Ken Regal, the owner. Thank you for being with us today.
Welcome. Thank you.
So what does your store do here? What is All Fired Up about?
So we're a paint your own pottery studio. People come in and they pick out pottery that they can choose. There's hundreds of items to choose from. They paint it. We have a whole design center and paint cabinet that we explain to them what to do. They paint it. It's left here. We glaze and fire it. It's usually ready for pickup in about a week, but we text them. Let them know that it's ready. We also do candle making and glass fusing and some canvas painting as well, and birthday parties and different events and stuff like that.
Well, and then you also have a lot of, I noticed there's a note over there by the month. You have a lot of events here too.
Yes, we do have different events every month that we do. We do different workshops for both kids and adults. and we do birthday parties as well.
Well, you've got an absolutely amazing store. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
You've got
Thank
so
you.
much stuff. I think it's the most I've seen at one of these kind of places is selection.
We're pretty big.
Yeah, it's a
I
really
like to
big
keep
place.
a big
I was
selection.
surprised. I just
Yes.
walked by and went, wow. So, anything you'd like the people to know about your store?
Just that it's a really fun place to come and hang out. It's a great date night. It's great to come with your kids. You can bring food. You can bring drinks. It's BYOB.
Okay.
You can do anything you want. It's a lot of fun.
And what is your address here in Collingswood?
It's 602 Haddon Ave.
So, do you have a funny story about something that happened with your business here?
Well, there was one time where a lady came in with her husband, and he really didn't think he was going to have a good time. So he was announcing as he walked in the door that this was going to be his first and last time here. He had more fun than I think anybody did that day. And the next time he came in, he proudly announced it was his second and last time here because he did not want to admit that he had that much fun.
Has he been back since?
Yes, he has.
Grumpy, but don't want to admit he likes
That's right. That's right.
Great, yeah. Okay, so remember
Right in
that's
Collingswood.
602 Haddon Avenue, all fired up. Thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here with Sam and Rita at Arts Plus Gallery in Collingswood, New Jersey. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So how did you get started at this store? I hear there's a long history here.
There is. It's 45 years old as of August the 12th.
Wow.
We started out as a small ceramic studio. Here we were teaching ceramics. We had classes out here. We had a pouring room in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And that went on for a couple of years, and it wasn't as lucrative as we would like to. My parents had owned the property and the business at the time.
Okay.
And I came in a little bit later to help them out because I was working in the city and I got laid off. And I used that layoff to help my parents out do what they had to do here.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out there was a place across the street that was doing custom picture framing, and they were both artists, and their daughter was going to school up in Maine, so they decided to retire and close
Oh,
that
wow.
shop.
Okay.
So I wandered over there and I saw that it was pretty decent for framing, so we added framing to the ceramics. We had ceramics and framing. We were kind of like half-baked between the two things. Eventually ceramics took a back door, and in '87 this beautiful woman walks into my store, and she was
Aw.
a customer because she was still at the Art Institute. So she came in the winter time, and she had to have a framing project done. She told me not to charge her a lot. And lo and behold, she took a liking to the store, and then sometime later we got married, and
No.
she decided, look, why don't we do a little something in the back here? So the first gift gallery we tried, which is called Put Our Toe in the Water,
Mm-hmm.
was behind this wall here.
Okay.
So we started to morph into eventually what you see here, because
Yeah.
this had been art supplies after ceramics, and then finally art, and then finally into what you see here.
It's absolutely amazing, your selection here.
Mhm.
And it makes sense you're an artist because it looks like an artistic setup here. I have a lot of artists in my family. My cousin's an artist, his son's an artist, and that it has an artistic quality here. It really does. And the framing selection's amazing.
Yeah.
So what would you want to tell people about your store or anything else that you have here, or do you do any parties or things like that?
I would say first and foremost is our eclectic collection of things that you can accessorize your home with. You can have jewelry
Gifts,
here,
yeah.
clothing. We have books, history books here. Rita has made a point to go through as many things as we think would work in this town, and she's probably batting like close to 1,000 on a lot of stuff that we're doing here. But she's definitely done a good job as far as marketing. She's done a good job as far as putting things up, and the girls that she has work with her know it's a family business, and they really put their heart and soul into what gets displayed here, because we're careful how we set things up.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the framing is concerned, I started
Amazing
doing
collection of
thank you.
frames. I've never seen so many.
Yeah, we started with 12 samples on the wall.
amazing.
There was 12 of them.
I'm impressed with the frames alone.
Yeah,
Just
and
alone.
there's drawers here filled with molding.
It's crazy. And now it's kind of morphed into a little bit of everything. You've got a gift store and
Right.
something for everybody.
Yeah, Rita's concept was, look, if they're going to be thinking about their walls and their framing, why not thinking about putting something
Smart.
in front of that, like accessorizing with a table, or putting something up next to it that maybe is not directly related to framing, but it still takes space on your wall. And that's how we started thinking about people's interiors, and that's where
Right.
Rita came in and just started taking off. Right?
Exactly.
Do you have any funny stories you tell people? I always end my podcast with a funny story, something related to your business you can think of.
The craziest thing I framed recently is a horse harness from a racing horse.
Really?
A leather harness for a horse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we've had wedding invitations that were brought in that Rita and I would create a sand dune inside the frame because they would bring shells in there saying, look, this is a wedding down the shore. They would bring a bag of seashells in and the invitation, and we creatively put the shells in
that's
that frame
interesting.
somehow. Yeah. So we're I'll tell you the truth, the challenges come from the customer.
What
Like,
they want.
What
Yeah.
they want, and they'll give us a little idea. They'll say, is it possible to do this and that? And others just say, we don't really throw water on what their idea is because, well, maybe there is a possibility. And sure enough, I always say
Figure it out.
Yeah, the customers challenge us all the time.
Well, that's interesting. So, is there anything you want to tell anybody out there? What's your address here and how to get hold of you?
Well, we're here. We're at 704 Haddon Avenue in Collingswood. Our phone number is 856-854-5500. We're here Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And as far as the gift gallery, I'd say about 96% of what we have in here is American made. The rest of it's Canadian made. We have some jewelry and some pottery and glassware that's made in Spain and France,
Oh, wow.
Italy. The other percentage is anything made through fair trade, where we know that whoever's making the merchandise, the art is getting paid fair wages. So we pride ourselves in that we are supporting 96% of what's in here is American made. And
And
the
about
fact that it's a little bit more expensive is not true.
Right.
Because our prices are really great, and you can get American made items at a very economical price and a very affordable price.
Plus, we support local artists.
And we support local artists. I think I said that. Did I say that? Local
And
artists. And it's nice to see our customers. We have some of the greatest customers. We're waiting on customers now who we waited on them. Now we're waiting on their children who are old enough to come in here for either custom framing
I get
or
that
to
too.
buy merchandise,
It's
which is really
grandkids
nice.
come in, then it's like,
And we just get customers sometimes that just come in here just to say hi for no other reason. They're not
Yep.
coming in to buy, just to say hi, and and that's always a treat. It's always a treat to see people that just come in here just to say hi to us because they just remember us and just want to say hello, and they don't have to buy anything.
And then new customers, they come in, they're enamored by, that they can tell it's like a family business. And
Right.
They can tell that we're on our game as far as being professional when they come in, especially
Right.
because of the thing.
Oh, it's amazing here. Everything here is amazing. We have
Yeah.
wonderful selection. So if you need a gift or something for your home, come to Arts Plus Gallery. And your address again is
704 Haddon Avenue.
So thank you for being with us here
Thank
on Is
you.
This for Real Estate?
Thank you for
Collingswood
having
tour.
us. Thank you.
We're here with Steve at Intergroup Records in Collingswood. Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
So what is your business here?
We sell records.
All right.
Mostly used and new. We specialize just in vinyl. No cassettes, no CDs, just vinyl.
How long have you been here?
We've been in this location for 7 years now.
And how did you get started in this business? Thinking about?
I collected records all my life. I've worked in many record stores before, and I just got the golden opportunity, got the golden ticket, and I got to work in the best record store around.
Oh, it's amazing.
So it's been a wild ride, and I love this.
It's better every day.
I love this.
Love coming to work,
Yep,
right?
and when you love what you do,
It
life
makes
is
it
good.
life much easier.
We specialize in rock and jazz. We also have pretty much every genre. Country, soul, soundtracks. Like I said, all vinyl. Hard to find pieces, 45s. You see the walls.
I've looked at them.
The
Yeah.
walls, those are rare, harder to find pieces, a little more expensive, but we also do online sales. Our website is Intergroup Records. We are on all the social media platforms. The number for the store is 267-258-8122.
And what is your address here in Collingswood?
798 Haddon Avenue. Right across from the public library.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us on Is This for Real Estate? The Collingswood
Thank you
edition.
for having me. This is a nice surprise. Keep buying vinyl.
Hi, we're here with Gina at Marlene's Dress Shop. Thank you for being with us today.
Sure.
So how did you get started here?
So my mom started this business in 1983. We'll be in business 40 years in October. As a matter of fact, in October 7th to the 14th, we will be having an anniversary sale for 40 years, and it will be 40% off one week for the entire store.
And what's those dates again?
October 7th to October 14th.
So if you need anything formal, all kinds of beautiful clothes, jewelry, purses,
Sportswear.
come on in. Big discount, absolutely gorgeous merchandise here. So what can you tell us about your store? How did the theme to it, or how did this get started?
So this got started from my mom. She always had the eye for fashion. She started out with a small store at 707 Haddon. In '87, we went across the street, built the Avenue Mall, and had a double store there, and came back here 14 years ago into our own buildings. We specialize in sportswear, mother of the bride and groom, and also prom, very big with prom.
So I guess people come in here if they have like a formal occasion other than the wedding as well.
Yep, going to weddings, and once we have the clothing on the people, we bring the women up here and we put jewelry with them. And
all the accessories.
the jewelry makes it the outfit.
Absolutely. I've done the clothes, not myself.
Yep.
Jewelry, and you have beautiful purses and jewelry. So what is your address here at Marlene's Dress Shop?
We're 707 Haddon Avenue.
Okay. So people come here for special occasions, and they're probably the best time of their life when they're getting married, and the mother of the bride or the mother of the groom's here. It's probably a very special place for them.
Yep. They bring champagne in with them. Once they get their dresses, some of the girls want to just pop the cork and have a champagne toast.
And did they ever say she said yes to the dress?
Yes to the dress. Yep. We also specialize in homecoming as well. So, don't forget us. We do mother of the bride and groom, prom, and we do homecoming as well.
And I saw some really pretty sportswear and like casual stuff.
We have some great sportswear. And don't forget about our sale. 40% off for our 40th anniversary sale for every single thing that's in this store for 1 week only, October 7th to the 14th.
So thank you for being with us on Is This for Real Estate, the Collingswood Merchant Tour. I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Yep, thank you.
Hi, we're here with Jose at the Candy Jar. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So we're doing a tour of Collingswood stores. So what can you tell us about your store?
This is the Candy Jar by 1892. The name came from our chocolate bars, which are made in Ecuador. We're from Ecuador.
Okay.
And this is like a very fun place to be. We have kids candy. We have old-time candy. We have chocolates, chocolate pretzels. It's like a really nice place to be. It's a lot of fun.
Smells really good in here too. So how did you start this business?
Well, we came with 1892 chocolate bars, and we started to sell them all over New Jersey, South Jersey. And the opportunity came to buy the Candy Jar here in Collingswood.
Okay.
And once we did that, like maybe 2 or 3 years into having the business, we opened up a new location in Town, which is really nice. It's a little bit smaller, but it's the same.
I'm starting to see a lot of big candy stores like this, even in malls and things lately. All of a sudden, candy's hot.
Yes, well, candy
It's a
makes
booming
people
business.
happy.
Makes people happy. That's right. So, what can you tell people about your store that you would like them to know?
Well, it's a really nice place to be. We kind of sell joy and happiness through candy. We make our own cotton candy.
Oh, wow.
It's homemade. We make our own pretzels and we make our own chocolates. And, come by and have some fun. And for the people that are, like vintage candy, we have a whole section
Oh, wow.
where you can get candy that you don't see every day.
Anything vintage is really hot right now, too. Yeah. So, what is your address here in Collingswood?
Here it's 721 Haddon Avenue, and in Bordentown it's 144 Farnsworth Avenue.
Well, thank you so much for being with us on Is This for Real Estate, the Collingswood edition.
Thank you.
I'm here with Stephanie. We're at Mertile 1888 in Collingswood. What's your address here again?
765 Haddon Ave.
So what do you have here in your store?
So we have a little bit of everything. We have vintage decor. We have a male and female section and unisex, clothing and things like that. We have non-alcoholic options. So we have one of our biggest things is the zero proof bar. So that is for sure, I think, has been the biggest thing that has taken off here since we moved.
It's amazing. It's very pretty, very eclectic. So how did you get started here? What was your concept or your mission?
So we initially had a shop in Haddonfield, right down the road, and we always in our 5-year-ish or longer plan, we said that we would love to have a spot that had like a bar, non-alcoholic bar, or coffee bar, somewhere where people could hang out and shop. So more of like a destination experience than just like a typical shop. So when we found this location, we knew that this could potentially bring us to like our 5-year plan a little bit sooner. So when we signed the lease, we kind of literally jumped right in to make this happen. So I think between the time we signed our lease and the time we opened, it was maybe like a month and a half, 2 months. Like
wow.
We really
that was quick.
Yeah, we really went like hard to like get everything done.
Well, you know it's right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So as soon as we found the spot, like we just knew that like this is it. This is where we want to end up, or maybe even expand from here. I don't know. Amanda would kill me. She's the other owner saying that to expand right now because we're just getting settled here.
Well, we've heard a lot about you when I did my American Dream show here. That's why we're doing the walk, of the stores of Collingswood. Everybody mentioned your store to us. They said, "Oh, you got to go in Mercantile 1888." And I said, "What is it?" I'm like, "I go look at it." You were closed. We were here on a Monday, so you were closed. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got you into the tour of Collingswood stores. So, what do you want the public to know about your store, or any information that you'd like to give them?
Yeah, sure. So, in our shop, we do also have a lot of local makers and artisans. So that's one of the things that we kind of took with us from Haddonfield is, some of our, now they're friends. Some of our friends that make stuff, we really, really do a lot of work to source things and to find people that we feel fit. So you would notice if you look around the shop that there's like hand-drawn items, there's hats,
Candles,
there's jackets, there's candles that are hand-poured.
Wow.
There's even perfumes that are local.
I love it.
So everything that we try to get is as local as possible. So everything from like, literally, like I said, some of our clothing, to the perfumes, to the candles, even our cutting boards are
amazing.
local. And we turn that also over into the aspects of the bar. We found people that are making syrups, and I even started making simple syrups.
That's cool. Yeah.
So we literally have tried to make things as local as possible because I think that's what the people really want. Like they want to find things that they're not going to go to their friend's house and 100 other people have the same.
Everybody has the same thing.
So things are unique. We have an eclectic blend of pretty much everything. I feel like everybody will find something here.
It's definitely a very interesting store. You should definitely come here. And what is your address here?
765 Haddon Ave.
And do you have a website or anything for people to contact you?
It is mertile1888.com, and you can follow us on social media. Our Instagram is @mertile1888.
Okay, well, thank you for being with us on Is This for Real Estate? The Collingswood Tour.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome.